Go.
Welcome to the Rant Cast. I am the condescending bear because I'm hairy and gay and I'm going to shit what you say. With me today is the same person who's with me literally every fucking Rant Cast for this foreseeable fucking future. My boy DJ Soul. I love how I introduce this like I'm literally about to tell everyone about the sick Yu-Gi-Oh playthrough that we're about to do. But no, so I hear that our specialist subjects this week are up. Would you like to take it away?
So I'll run through everything and then we'll start the section 1. But the first one we're going to be talking about is games deleting saved game content.
Oh, I know all about this.
Oh, this is all about you, by the way.
This is all about me.
I'm pretty sure in the last previous 3 rantcasts we've done, this has just all been you giving me a list of stuff that you want to rant about. This is something that it's been so long. I think the last time we recorded an episode was 12th of April. So it's been a while since we've had this list built up. So I don't know why, but I'm pretty sure you can remember when I say it. But patches from the Souls series and Bloodborne.
Yeah, fuck that guy.
Bearing in mind, so that's all you again. Something that you specifically want to talk about recently, bearing in mind where we are recording this on the Wednesday, the 2nd of August, 2017. Now, you literally popped up to me this morning, bearing in mind it's now 8:45, saying that you just want to completely destroy Horizon Zero Dawn.
Yeah. Fucking hate it. The game fucking sucks. Fucking dick.
So, I'm interested in this now because the character we're going to be talking about is Aloy herself, the main character of the game, and then we're just going to bounce onto Horizon in general.
Yeah, I'm pretty uncontrollable on the subject of Horizon. I fucking hate it.
So, moving back to the first subject, games deleting saved game content. Now, this is something that you've had to deal with a lot.
Far more than I think most people.
I don't think for the years I've known you, I've ever had a game delete its game saved content on me randomly, like a glitch. It's my mistake and I fucked up and I've deleted my memory card data, like what used to happen on fucking PS2. And you have 4 different types of saves on the one, and it doesn't even tell you. You have to just take a pick on what you fucking need, and you just have to fucking randomly guess on what episode what fucking save date you're deleting, and you could delete your fucking most and be a fucking idiot. But with you on the other hand, it's where it literally just deletes it all for literally no reason. We finished playing the game in the evening, way back when, and it would literally be a case of the next day, after school or college or uni or wherever, and it would just delete everything.
It'd just be fucking gone.
Army of Two, the original one, did this. The next one was
Castle Crashers did it.
Castle Crashers, and then Iron Brigade did it.
And more recently, Salt and Sanctuary fucking did it.
And more recently, Salt and Sanctuary did it. So, it's quite frustrating. Not only just from your perspective, but from mine as well a little bit, because obviously we've done so much, and with Army of Two, we probably completed that game about 5 or 6 times.
Yeah,
and then it deleted it.
That was our jam. 40th, I think it was 40th day. 40th day already being a pretty glitchy and buggy game that's held together by fucking paper mache.
No, it was the original. It was the original game because we all just got I think it was the diamond. We got everything either diamonded or golded guns.
It must have. Must have been.
And then
40th day because I wouldn't have minded playing through the first to earn it all back.
No. It was definitely the first one because I remember you bitching about when we were doing that. We were right at the beginning of the game, and you're doing that little parachute thing.
Oh yeah.
It was that. I remember specifically that bit, and you were just ranting about it, quite literally from the top of where you start, and we parachuted it all the way down. And I specifically got you on the back as the sniper rifle, and every motherfucker you came across, you headshotted it on the way down.
Just in rage.
Just because you were solely that angry. Bearing in mind, a couple days before, we just did Horde mode on Gears of War 2 or 3. and obviously you naturally just picking up the sniper rifle and hitting every single headshot imaginable. I think you specifically had a horde mode where I think you legit got almost like 100% rating on headshots.
Sounds
like your kill count and your headshot readings were almost alike. Like they were almost mirror match. So you were pretty wrapped up in anger, and you hit every headshot going on the way down, and you were just ranting literally from the top of the cliff all the way down to when we landed. It was just you angry. Like, all I remember is just you on, like, was it Assassin's Creed Brotherhood right at the end when you get the Eden? You get the apple and just go, ah, every single time you use it.
Screaming until I threw my voice out.
Yeah, literally, to the point that the next day you couldn't even speak correctly at school. Because you literally screamed.
It was a long time ago and I remember it far too vividly.
Yeah. You're like, you just literally at the top of your lungs with like Arnold impression, just like going mental.
It was horrible.
But it was that level of shouting and screaming when we were going down that cliff in Army of Two, the first one. Again, Iron Brigade, we had literally 4 people playing it. We were almost to the end. Next day, boom, all your game data, all your saved game data just went.
Yeah, Iron Brigade is one that particularly fucking pissed me off because, like, I think the last thing I said, right before starting it, was like, I love this game. This is a game I would happily, just continue playing. You know, it's a really great co-op game. And then immediately it was like, I come out and I'm like, where's all my fucking shit for my mechs?
Why am I doing the tutorial again?
Yeah, it was like, what happened to all of my data? Like, why am I suddenly fucking worthless?
Whilst the 3 remaining of us were like already in game, ready for Corey to join us, and then Corey's like, "Why am I doing the tutorial again? Why am I back on the beach? Why am I back on the beach of the first level again? Why am I defending this ship?"
Literally, like right near the end, everything was all coming together. We just decided what we had all liked and what was really working for us gameplay wise.
We had
gone.
We had a good strategy, a good way of defending ourselves, and we just did I remember the level very well. Because we literally went down, and my immediate reaction to the level was that it looked like one of the levels from like the classic, like, is a Destruction Derby game.
Yeah.
You know, the level where literally everyone's in that circle, and you just everyone just drives straight into the center and just does a massive like pile up.
Yeah.
The level in Iron Brigade looked exactly like that. Like, it was like an alien. It was like the alien hive kind of thing. Like, it was just a massive crater, something in the middle of it. The 4 of us got into it. And it was the most ball-ache horde mode that we ever fucking did. And it would literally got all of us so pissed off. But I think like the second try, I think we just did it. And then the next thing we were like, thank fuck we never have to do that again. And then sure enough, your fucking game save data fucking decided to have a fucking wander.
To be fair, we were right. We never did that again.
We never did it again.
Never played the fucking game again.
You didn't realise it's back on Steam though.
No, I want it. No,
yeah. It's on
such
Steam.
a good game. It's what's his fucking name? Because it's the guy who made Psychonauts. Tim. No.
Tim.
I'm gonna remember his name as soon as this episode is over.
Oh yeah, for sure.
But like, it's such a great game, and it's so like accessible and fun. But it's hard and it's effort. And for it to just take away everything, like it was nothing. Like I meant nothing.
Yeah.
Just it's so aggravating because it's not easy. Like, you really do have to have a pretty decent team and people who know what they're on about. I'm sure people are just going to be like, actually, it's really fucking easy. You just fucking shit, which also, is entirely possible.
Yeah, could be entirely possible. Yeah.
Oh,
I think
God.
Wasn't it one of those games that like the more like Borderlands kind of feel to it, where it's like the more players you have, the harder the enemies get.
Yeah, but you need more players because otherwise you're the saddest, loneliest tower defense motherfucker around. And it's so agitating just to know that I put a lot of time into it and a lot of effort because I really did enjoy it. It's a brilliant game.
Especially since I remember me and you playing it for like a couple levels, and then we realised how much fun we could have it with more people on it, so we got 2 of our mates on it at the time.
Yeah, I remember Kellum playing it, and I think Ryan.
Was it? I can't remember if it was Kellum. It was definitely Kellum was on it, and then I think it was it Terra? No, Terry didn't play it.
I think it was Ryan.
I think it might have been Ryan.
I want to say Ryan. Ryan, if you listen to this, comment on the episode and tell us.
Yeah. Or if Ryan, next time you're on the Smite stream, just let me know. But yeah. But that was infuriating. And the problem is, again, with it just happens randomly. And I guess the other counter to that also is what's happened to you on Payday.
Yeah, I mean, I guess everything came full circle with Payday, because in Payday, I turned it on one day and had everything.
You literally everything unlocked, had everything, even DLC that I don't think you. I don't know. Every DLC you technically bought, it's given you. Like, it didn't glitch out and give you all the DLCs for free or anything like that. Like, every DLC that you owned at the time, it gave you. All the weapons, all the attachments, literally stupid amounts of money. It promoted you to, like, not the high. Was it the highest or one of them?
It was like, I think I was on like Infamy 9, Infamy 10.
Yeah, I think it was Infamy 10 level 100 or something like that. It wasn't full level, but it was like only like a few more prestiges off or whatever.
It was super high.
And yeah, level 100. Like, it didn't even start you back at level 1. It just gave you level 100 and then some prestiges on top of that and then some.
It feels like, I mean, I'm not an expert on the subject, but it feels like it just gave me someone else's save.
Yeah.
Not that I was complaining, because, you know, then I was balling from that point.
Because it was weird, because all of your stuff was already there. Like, all your customizations were already there, everything like that. It just unlocked everything else for you.
No idea how it even fucking happened. I'd love to take credit for it and say I did something great, but
Oh yeah, it was just non-stop grinding.
I just turned it on one day and had everything. I remember messaging you like, "Oh, by the way, apparently I'm really good at Payday."
Yeah, I was like, "What do you mean?" And then you just took a picture of your infamy level. I was like, "You got to be fucking kidding me!" And I got on, and then we just played like 4 different 5-second matches because you just showed me everything.
Just. I mean, I wanna complain, but
at the exact same time, you
it
don't.
felt like justice had been done for everything. I mean,
it didn't even like fake your hours on the game. Like, it just said your basic hours on the game, and you're already at that level.
I just don't understand why. Like, it's such a strange.
It generally is just a strange circumstance that this stuff happens. Like, it glitches out and delete it, or it glitches out, something goes wrong, and either everything goes or you're given everything. Like, it's generally so strange. Like, it didn't even happen like after like an immediate patch. It's not like it got patched 5 seconds later we jumped onto the game and then everything happened. Like, it was literally about a week or two after, I think, a new character came out and like a hotfix, and then a new, like, a balance patch came out. Literally 2 weeks after everything of that happened, nothing. The game didn't even get touched for 2 weeks, like from the developer's standpoint, and then boom, and we were on it since then. Like, it was new character, hotfix came out, balance patch for the weapons and all that type of shit, and then 2 weeks after the balance came out, we were playing it throughout those 2 weeks, and then one day randomly, after about us playing it for about 6 or 7 times, like prior to that, you just randomly had that. Like, it's so weird how this stuff can just randomly happen, and it's really infuriating. Because, like, to you, obviously, when it happened to me the previous time, where your stuff got deleted, like, to us, it's like, oh, it's a bit shit, but we've still got all our stuff. But you've lost all your shit. But when it comes to Payday 2, it's more shit for me because you've got everything, but I'm still at the level that we were technically both at. So I don't, like, since then, I've just not played Payday 2. And they're like, it's just not fun anymore because you've got everything and I'm still here. And it's like, you can probably solo everything. Like, it's just giving you, like, everything. So they're like, now the game's just not fun for me now. And it's generally just like a genuine weird coincidence that all that just happens randomly and suddenly. So
I wish I could claim hacks and tell people how to do it or something, but...
Yeah. Or, oh yeah, this is the best level to do it at. Go on to the fucking shipyard level and just get the samurai armor. But no, it doesn't happen like that.
Just got wrecked. Just got my shit.
You just got your shit wrecked in a good way.
But, I mean, we never played the game again, so...
Never played the game again, so
not that great.
Kind of killed it. The game's probably dead by now anyway, probably nothing.
This is the problem. It's all games I like. Like, if it deleted, if, you know, it turned around and was like, oh, you know, I've deleted your save on Vampire Rain, I'd be like, cool, I'm not playing this shit again.
Yeah.
Like,
Was there like, oh no, you hated that game, we're saving it?
it's just fucking irritating. Don't give me that shit. Fucking delete this shit that I don't like.
It should give like a rating. You should be able to give the game's rating every time after you play it, and then if you give it like a really low rating, it's like, well, we'll delete your save, your game data if you want. You'll still keep all the achievements, so you still have some sort of history, so you can't delete it from your mind forever. However, we will delete your game save data if you want. So
that's something I could definitely get behind.
Yeah. Moving on to the next subject. Something that happens within quite a lot of games. There's a little character called Patches.
My boy Patches, the bold twat.
Who's in the Soul series, including Bloodborne.
Now, because you also have this pretty much the same history with the Soul series that I do. Just a quick little history of Patches is that he's always designed to be a fucking dickhole.
Yep.
His basic design is to just fucking be an annoying douchebag.
It is just to mess with you in some way or another.
Yeah, like he'll dick you about, and then if you go back and find him, then he'll open a shop and you can get some bullshit equipment you probably didn't want anyway.
Yeah.
So the first time I encountered him was obviously in Dark Souls 1, way back when that like first came out. I remember Kellen lent me the game. I was super excited to play it, and by super excited I meant I had no fucking clue what was going on.
It opened your eyes a little bit.
Yeah, more or less. And whilst not a bad game, not a game I'm going to say I dislike. I love Dark Souls, you know. It certainly sounds like I'm being a fucking deterrent about it. But no, I really did enjoy that game. It's really great. Get to this point where you're in the fucking dark. First thing I do, kill Patches. I don't even think twice about it. You see an NPC in that area, I wasn't sitting around to make sure he was friends. I know that he has a little bit of dialogue that lets you know he's there. I don't give a shit about that. It's Dark Souls. I was on my fucking guard. Wasted him off. Never knew he was in the game until Kellum, like 3 weeks later, was like, oh yeah, did you find the guy who kicks you down a hole? And I was like, fucking no, obviously not.
I guess I killed him.
Yeah, I was like, oh, he kicks you down, what, like, no matter what, he kicks you down a hole? And he was like, yeah, it's just, you know, kind of what he does. So I was like, sounds like a fucking dickhead, you know? Not the kind of character I want to be rolling about with.
It's like, no, I did not encounter him. Why not? Because I killed him.
I killed the shit out of him, Kellum, for your information. Kellum, if you're still listening, right, if in the off chance that you can hear what I'm saying, no. Because he's a piece of shit.
I did not hear him at all.
So I then eventually have a second playthrough, and remembering Kellum's words, or more likely just, you know, playing a bit better, I then decide, you know, well, who's this Patches guy? I'll go and hang out with him. So I eventually find him and don't waste him off. And he kicks you down a hole. And I think, great, really, really happy about this. You know, really great to have an NPC in a game that already fucking hates you to hate you slightly more and treat you that little bit more like shit.
On top of the copious amounts of enemies and bosses that already hate you in the first place.
Yeah, this is what I mean. I was like, oh, Trusty Patches. He's got Trusty in his name. I mean, sure, he laughs, you know, like a fucking serial killer.
I was going to say.
But, I mean, he's just got a face that I could trust. So, I don't know. Maybe I'm just a fucking moron. I was super sure that I could trust him, and he betrayed that trust. And forevermore, I will never trust anyone ever again. So, and then it goes on to Dark Souls 2. I can't remember anything about Patches in Dark Souls 2. Moving on. Dark Souls 3. So in Dark Souls 3, you know, once again you run into Patches, and again, he's the fucking shithead. But he's a bit more forgiving in this game because I think he just kills you around the main area, right? He just dicks about with you there, and then you can just spend your time having a lovely day.
I think I've kind of just gone out of my way to just get rid of Patches in all aspects of my memory.
Lucky for some.
I genuinely
But this is the thing, because I'm pretty sure he's around Firelink Shrine. I'm sure someone's going to be a smart ass to be like, actually, he's over here. I don't give a shit. That's where you can find him afterwards, so fuck you. Right? So after Firelink Shrine, you know, when you unlock him eventually, because I didn't kill him this time, and then he sells you more gear that you fucking don't want. I think he actually gives you the Onion Knight clothes. So actually, I take that back.
Onion
Fucking
bro.
exactly, yeah. He's technically Patches is a fucking beast, but more or less, right? Fuck Patches, because in Bloodborne, he's fucking part spider in the library, right?
Yes.
Didn't know that. Saw him on the door. Fucking killed him. Killed the shit out of him. I was so fucking sick of spiders by this point.
Oh yeah.
I just straight wasted him off, and then as soon as he dies and he had dialogue, I was like, fuck, that was Patches, wasn't it? So, playthrough 2 of Bloodborne that I'm doing currently with our boy Jordan. I don't kill him this time and go through his fucking shit again. He's never worth it, right? Just kill him. Kill him on fucking sight. Fuck Patches. I don't care if you want your 100% completion rate of all your side missions and that shit. Fuck Patches. Patches is a fucking asshole. He's just not fucking useful for anything. Everything he sells you is bullshit, and I fucking hate him in his bold twat face. Fuck you, Patches, you useless fucking bitch.
Yeah, he's just completely useless in every way, shape, and form.
It's not like you can summon him in boss arenas or anything either. Like, he's just fucking worthless.
You just summons other spiders if you did.
Fucking spider, fucking summoning, fucking bitch. Oh, I hate it in Bloodborne. Like, the first time I killed him and didn't know, and I was like, oh, for fuck's sake. And then it turns out I should have been like, oh, good.
Yeah. Because doesn't it just give you like an emote or something?
I think so.
In Bloodborne. I think it gives you like this the have mercy emote, I think, or something like that.
Gives me fucking heart problems. That's what it fucking gives me. Just fucking every time I see him, I just think, fuck's sake. Is this really the way my life has to go? What mistakes have I made to lead me to this point?
So you may have been wondering why we're going to be talking about 2 individual characters in this episode. Because Patch is a character, he's not necessarily a subject in general. Because, the reason for that, we're going to be dedicating the next 40 minutes to a little game that came out not too long ago called Horizon.
Horizon Zero fucking Dawn, right? I've been waiting for this all day. I'm sick of the fucking fan. Fuck this game. It's so shit. I hate it.
Talk about Aloy in particular first, so we can at least get the other character of the episode out of the way, and then we can broaden our horizons and talk about Horizon as a whole.
Okay, right. Now, the first thing that I want everyone to know is I have not finished the game. Now, you might be thinking, well, you know, how can you really give a good opinion when you haven't finished the game? Probably because the game fucking sucks. I hate it, and I will never finish it because it's fucking boring, right? It's one of the most infuriating games I've ever played. It's like Final Fantasy VIII levels of fucking miserable to play. If you've ever played like a free roam game by Ubisoft or Shadow of Mordor, then you know my pain of this game being fucking miserably boring. It is so unengaging, and Aloy is so fucking miserable to play through the whole experience. Like, Aloy as well, right? The word, I'm pretty sure the whole universe can know, is Aloy, right? That's just her fucking name. It's Aloy. Aloy is the metal because there's these robot things that don't factor into the fucking game at all, right? It's a piece of shit, right? Her character, right, is so boring. I think she's supposed to be the little aspire. Like, why are the dialogue choices if she's supposed to be this aspiring, strong female character? She's fucking. The only thing I aspire is to play a fucking better game. It's fucking miserable. Sorry, I know I'm not being specific, but I'm so fucking angry right now. Just, I hate it. I can't believe that I asked I asked Laura if she'd wanted to play it. And she was like, "Oh yeah, I'll try it." I've inflicted this on her. It's fucking awful.
You've caused this damage.
That's just what I mean. I feel so guilty. Like, she's boring. That's the biggest thing. There's no sense of adventure with her. There's no sense that she's like got a great grander purpose. She's just the outcast who very quickly is no longer the outcast. Like, what was the fucking point? What was the reason for her being an outcast? And whatever it was, I can fucking guarantee you it was not worth the amount of trouble she goes through for it. I mean, most of the village fucking like her anyway, except for that one fucking blonde asshole who doesn't factor into fucking anything. Just worthless character after worthless character, and Aloy being at the fucking center of it. She's so fucking generic. everyone's design is terrible, right? I will say she has the best design of everyone, but you know that doesn't fucking say much when she's ginger, has fucking samurai mountain man hair, and like just I hate. I know this is a personal point and not really something I can say specifically as a definite problem with the game. I hate its fucking visual style. The best thing it has about it is all of the robots and the machinery, right? That's the coolest thing. That interacting with the environment. All the people, fucking hate them. They're all just aggravatingly designed. I hate the way all of them look. They're just miserable to look at. Oh, I don't give a shit about your stupid techno Viking bullshit. It's ugly.
Yeah.
I find it so fucking hideous to look at. I can't stand it. And like that's not even like the worst part of it. Like she could easily have been a lot more of an interesting character. Like give her a fucking purpose. She doesn't have to have some fucking weird bullshit destiny. She could have just been an adventurer, you know. Make her Link. Make her a female version of Link. Everyone wants a female version of fucking Link, right? Everyone's like, why can't I play in Zelda in a Zelda game? Like, have her not fucking talk. Have her not have stupid fucking dialogue fucking options that don't affect fuck all. Do something fucking interesting. It's not hard. She's fucking boring. That's the worst. That's the worst problem of the game. Is it's fucking boring. It does everything in its power to make me not want to play it through little decisions that don't need to be like that.
Yeah, because when I was explaining it to you, it is just Shadow of Mordor again.
Like Shadow of Mordor is not a bad game.
No. But
it has the point halfway where you just go, you know what, I've experienced everything this game has to offer.
That's exactly it. Because in Shadow of Mordor, and I'm pretty sure we've touched on this before, but Shadow of Mordor will... You're in your first initial area, and the initial area will take you quite a while to finish if you're wanting to do everything. And want to get it all sorted, get it all done and proper. As soon as you get into that second game, and fucking spoiler alert, but as soon as you meet like the dwarf, about the hunting the explosives, and you go on that hunting mission with him, trying to find like the mounts. As soon as you finish that mission, or even during the mission, or if you're that way inclined, even before that, if you're gonna just try and perfect everything in the entire area, which is gonna take you a while because the game is constantly evolving and giving you new like war chiefs to kill. If you finally get that area done, move on to the second area, finally meet the dwarf, do the hunting mission, you are bored shitless.
It's so bad.
You have got everything, you have pretty much got all of your abilities you ever need. You've got everything, the combat is the exact same no matter how you play it. All the missions you do in the second area are the exact same in the first area. Nothing changes, nothing progresses. And it's the exact same as Horizon. Not in that much, because obviously there's much more of a bigger area to explore, and there's a tiny little bit more to do, and you can actually gather resources. So even if you just wander about doing fuck all for 5 hours, or your entire 5 hour worth of playtime, or an entire day worth of playtime, you're still gathering resources. Whilst in Shadow of Mordor, all you can really do is collect plants.
If you played Horizon Zero Dawn for 5 hours consecutively, shout out to your patience.
However, I can't ask my train of thought now. However, in Horizon, it's just so much to do, but at the exact same time, there's so little to do. And it's kind of like a bit difficult for me personally to explain, but there's so much to do because you have, at some point, as soon as you leave the initial area and you're given that freedom in the story to just go wherever you want, like you're like that free roamer now.
Yeah.
You have all that space, and as soon as you next get to the desert city, and you reconnect with that I don't even know what the fuck his name is now, but the bald guy with like the mohawk and all that type of shit. As soon as you reconnect with him,
the guy from Vikings, yeah,
that is exactly when I start to say, right, okay, this needs to start picking up again now. Right, okay, I'm still waiting. Right, okay, come on, I want to get somewhere. Come on, progress the story a bit. Okay, now I'm just trying to find out about his sister who's gone missing. Okay, now I know about this guy with the other futuristic tech. I've just like saved his family. Okay, this needs to progress a little bit more. You've literally technically done nothing. You just wasted an hour of my time on the mission. I need this to progress, and it doesn't. Like
It
that's
doesn't at all.
like if memory serves correctly, that's essentially where I've gotten to. Like I've done that city, whatever that desert city is. I'm pretty sure I've done it, and I'm moving on to somewhere else now. But they're like, I just can't be asked to do anything now. Like literally, it is just sat in my PS4 right now. Currently, the PS4 that I'm right now looking at, it is in that. It is in it, and I just cannot be bothered to just put it on and play it, because as soon as I leave that city, which is currently what I am doing right now, and technically in the game save, I just cannot be asked to go anywhere else. And the next place I'm going to is probably about half an hour worth of just travelling. Half an hour travelling that I can't be asked. And I know that's the whole point of discovering new areas. But again, it's that there's so much to do and so little to do. Because there's so much to do, but all that stuff that needs to be done is stuff that I can't be asked or I've got no interest in doing. And there's so little to do, is that, right, I now need to go from where I am now, point A, I need to get over to point B. And it's something that I can't be asked to do either. I have no interest in doing any of the side missions or even the main mission. I have no interest in finding out what Aloy's or Aloy's history is. I have no interest in doing any other side quest now, because it took me so long to do either the Vikings, the Mohawk guys' sister side quest. It took me so long to figure out what the fuck to do in the desert city and get that city sorted and do whatever I need to do with the king. It took me so long to do the other guy with the futuristic tech who I've just had to save his family because he was technically getting held, like, blackmailed or whatever. It takes so long and the missions are so drawn out. By the time I finish the mission, I have to just stop the game entirely, shut it off, and like, thank fuck that's over with. And then I'll jump on it again tomorrow and have to be dragged on for another half an hour mission. And it doesn't mean that, and I'm not saying that the missions have to be like every 5 minutes long, but at least just make it, if you're going to drag it out, make it interesting, and not just the simple fact that I've got to find this person. Okay, now another side quest. Oh, but I've got to try and find this person. Okay, another side quest. Oh, but I've got to try and find this person. Make it a little bit more interesting. Give me like
Too much of the fucking game is spent. Oh, wander over here, chat to someone. Wander over here, chat to someone.
Yeah,
like, it's fucking boring. You give me this big, interesting sandbox to fucking play with. It's fucking desolate as fuck. Right, you could like give me loads of hunting trials. They're the most interesting part of the game. Going somewhere, it's like drop a bunch of logs on enemies, like throw rocks and shit like that. That's far more interesting.
Yeah,
like I enjoyed that. Make the story of her, like, if you want to give her some big important destiny, that's fine, right? Tons of stories do stuff like that, and I honestly don't have terribly much of a problem with it. But right, the key part of it is, don't just go, oh, she's the chosen one, and there's like a million fucking separate things that she has to do. Like, I don't want to do a million fucking things. I want to play a game. I want to have a set story that I feel the need to just truck along with, so that I forget the side quests that make me strong, and then I have to do them when it gets too hard. The game's too fucking easy. The game is like, okay, this is kind of another personal point, because everyone likes to tell me that, you know, I prefer games to be a lot harder than they usually are. But Horizon, I've never died on it. Ever. It's so fucking pathetically easy.
yeah.
Step the difficulty up. Like, the whole leveling system, I feel like, was to bring in artificial difficulty, because I think everything in that leveling system is fucking worthless. Why, if I'm this great hunter trained by this great fucking guy, do I have to learn to dodge roll slightly further by holding the button?
Yeah.
Why do I have to learn to shoot on a fucking tightrope?
Yeah.
Give me all these abilities at the beginning, and then, I don't know, fucking introduce ways to use them over the missions. That would be far more fucking relevant. Don't put a leveling system and a crafting system that's fucking not necessary whatsoever. Have a recharging health bar, or just have health that you can, I don't know, get back at fires or something like that.
That is a big point as well that you touched on. A, the hunting missions in general. B, all of the leveling up systems, but especially that health.
The health system's fucking terrible.
It's you have two options with the health system. Don't make it a regen. Fuck the regen. Like, that's... No. There's no point. You have herbs that you can collect, like medicine, or you can just... or you can, like, craft or buy potions. Keep it as that. Don't make a recharging health system, because it does. Eventually, it does recharge. So... Even get rid of the potions. Fuck the health potions off. If you want other potions, fine, have them. Don't have the health potions, because the whole point, and that's again touching on the hunting missions that you mentioned, the whole premise is about hunting. Like, you're surviving against these robots. Make the hunting missions more appealing. Make them difficult. On top of that, don't like punish me for fast traveling. Punish me for fast traveling, because
get rid of fast traveling. There is no need. I have played enough Metal Gear Solid 5 to fucking be able to tell you that I don't give a shit about fast traveling, right? Unless your game is Skyrim levels of I can't be fucking bothered.
Yeah.
Right? Which Horizon is not, right? Don't give me the ability to mount animals until a lot later in the game, right? I feel like the only reason they gave you that is because they go, wow, this fucking walking across the world sure is a drag. It's a drag because you people made it a drag. Yeah. It's a drag because on the way around, I don't go, oh, there's a guard post over there, or like in Metal Gear Solid, and go and take that out and have fun, right? It's a drag because you go, oh, there's a bunch of enemies that if I just walk past, they'll run away. Yeah. Fucking fantastic. I don't feel like attacking them. They're fucking boring. They're not set out interestingly. They don't have interesting behavior. You walk near them, they run away. You walk near them, they attack you. That's it. There's no... They're robots. Give them an interesting way to communicate with each other. Get them to call in huge backup or something if you get spotted. Yeah. Don't make it so that your stealth system is entirely undone with the fact that if you just sneak around the back and press R1, you have won every encounter in the game. Why is the stealth so fucking overpowered to the point of where it feels like a fucking chore to do?
You see, this also touches on the difficulty level as well. If you completely take out the fast traveling, if you redesign the health system, you don't need the whole point of the difficulty levels. This is a game that should.
It's not even that. This is a game that difficulty.
This game should be solely one difficulty, and it should get harder naturally during the game, because either the robots you fight, or the simple fact that you're literally shit. Now I'm scavenging for supplies, or the simple fact that shit, I've got nothing on me, no arrows. Have a less but more defined crafting system that's going to be a little bit more better. Get rid of the fast traveling altogether, and if you are going to fast traveling, don't have it where you can just make those travel packs out of 2 sticks, because that's what essentially
have fast traveling. Let me explore what you can this big fucking beautiful world you fucking twat have created.
Because the environment,
do that.
The environments and the robots all look fantastic.
They do. That's the one thing, right? That this game that sold me on it. This is going to lead into another point. Every time you see those robots and you see that environment, you think wow, this is a game I want to play. This is a world I want to be stuck in. I want to run around this world, fucking taking out animals, like getting shit from it, feeling fucking rewarded. Instead, what you get is some boring story about people. I don't give a shit about the people. Yeah. They're so fucking dull boring. I hate it.
All of the cities that you encounter, half the size of the cities, and that's what it should be. Even fucking get rid of 3/4 of the size of them. This is supposed to be after a massive traumatic experience, and it doesn't matter how later on in life, or how later on in the whole universe of Horizon the whole catastrophe was. It doesn't matter how long ago it was. This is a simple fact that humans are losing the fight against the robots. There should not be massive, huge civilizations. You're literally
does it feel
fighting.
Like humanity is in any threat from these robots. These robots are the most passive,
exactly,
fucking boring fucking enemies I've ever fucking witnessed in a fucking game. They do they just wander around and get killed.
Yeah, as you're walking through the map, you'll have more hardcore zones, the ones that have been taken over by fucking aliens or whatever the fuck it is. You'll have the more hardcore zones, and they're more aggressive and stuff like that. That should be 3/4 of the fucking map.
Yeah, I agree.
Now that shouldn't even be an option, or it shouldn't be a small area. That honestly should be either half or 3/4 of the map. That should just be cake, the area. If we're talking about, but it's been so long since the catastrophe, well, why hasn't that thing that attaches itself onto robots spreaded further than 4 points on the map?
Why does nothing fucking happen in this whole fucking game?
Honestly, this game, there's tweaks that you need to do that can make this game better. Just figure out the health system, figure out the crafting system, either make fast traveling really difficult, punish me for it, or get rid of it altogether.
Get rid of it entirely.
Especially the simple fact that you can mount robots almost immediately, and yet you're making, like, again, you're making fast travel kits that can be made out of 2 sticks and a skin from the ball that's about 4 seconds in front of me. Like, it's so easy to make it. Like, I think on mine I've got like 20 odd travel kits, and I think I've only used 1. Like, I'm trying to purposely limit myself to, like, fast traveling when I play it, because I've gone straight onto, like, the hardest difficulty, and they're like, I'm not going to fast travel, because I want to be in this environment as much as possible. I want to be hunting as much as possible, because that's what the game's about. Hunting. You're literally
the game feels fucking
robots.
ashamed to be whatever the fuck this game actually is. There is nothing but constant fucking downtime and boredom. And it's like, that's why I feel like they gave you the fast travel system, because they were going, okay, you need to get to places quicker. No, right? You need to make getting to places just as fun as when you reach the place.
Yeah.
Like, it's not that hard to figure out.
Like
at fucking all.
Like, getting from A to B should be a chore, and it should be a struggle, but it should be challenging, and it should be fun. Getting to these places and being at these places, they should be like, oh, I'm the king, I have jewelry for days, I've literally got rings on my fingernails. Like, it should be like, shit, dog, we're getting fucking overrun by fucking T-Rexes and massive swooping robotic birds. We're gonna need a hand over here. And it shouldn't just be chilled out, relaxed. Like, these civilizations are literally getting surrounded by fucking T-Rexes and massive fucking birds, completely made out of fucking whatever it is, getting taken over by something. Like, you don't even fucking know half the time. They should not be as chilled out and relaxed as they are. They should be literally shitting themselves on a 24-hour basis, and yet they are just so chilled out and relaxed. You literally talk to anybody. Nobody talks about the simple fact that the whole place is getting run over by robots. Nobody talks about it. Everybody says, well, our civilization is actually kind of good. It's like, the massive city, even where you start off, is camps, and that's what it should be. Even in the desert cities, it shouldn't be camps. It should be like little outposts here and there. There shouldn't be a massive city you can go to and everything's there. It should be a chore to get from camp to camp to camp to camp to camp. It should be difficult as fuckery, because you need it. The whole point, like I said before, is about hunting. You need to be in this environment as much as possible. You need to make it challenging, you need to make it fun, but you need to make it challenging. Small bits need to be revised. Small bits need to be changed.
This is it. Small bits don't need to be revised. Your whole fucking game design, your game's concept needs to be revised. It needed to go for another fucking 3 drafts. Guerrilla Games are incapable of making engaging games.
What was it that you said last time?
I have played fucking Killzone.
I was gonna say
they are fucking pointless.
I was gonna say it was Killzone that you said they made last time, wasn't it? Killzone.
Yeah, they made Killzone. I don't know if you've played any of the Killzone games.
I have not.
Fucking boring, right? That's the quickest way to describe them. Yeah, I get that there are Killzone fans out there. I mean, I've never met one because, you know, I go out and meet people. I'm not some fucking goober who sits around playing shit games. So, Guerrilla Games, like, this is the thing. Killzone's a good-looking game as well. Like, they're all got cool design and shit. You know, the Hellgas troops and stuff like that. You know them. You might not know the game they're from, but they're instantly recognizable. Too bad that the games, you know, aren't as good as the representations of them. It's fucking miserable. It especially bothers me, right, that Horizon, I feel like it could have been, you know, the Zelda game for PlayStation and shit like that. Instead, it's just marred by constant just fucking shit decisions. Like, Why, right, in 2017, is there a third-person shooter, where I can't fucking switch shoulders?
Oh, yeah, yeah.
What the fuck is that about?
I think you can, but it's like you have to attempt like 4 or 5 times to actually switch. Because it always defaults me, for some reason, to the opposite shoulder that I want to be on. And they're like, there is a way, but it literally takes me about 10 seconds.
You can't do it when aiming, to my knowledge. You can switch shoulders when walking, and that's it. I have never been able to manage to switch shoulders. Like, that is a fucking so easy thing that every fucking game does. I can't think of a third-person shooter from fucking forever that doesn't let you switch shoulders, like, at all. Yeah. It's just fucking ridiculous. How can you fuck up such a simple decision like that?
Yeah, and it's... I'm totally agreeing with you. It's, like, again, the game looks good, but there's just so many, like, things and aspects and concepts and design choices and mechanical choices that are generally just wrong, and that need to be designed and need to be redone and need to be rethought about and reapplied.
Just to give my conclusion, and I know it doesn't mean much from someone who just fucking hates this shite game, but this is something that could have been brilliant. It's something that I could be on here comparing another bad game to. All you needed was a character that didn't look like a fucking fool. Just interesting, growing gameplay. Don't give me the ability to buy all the weapons. Have me over the course of missions, let me earn that shit instead of just going, okay, well, if I keep collecting shit, I can buy everything really quickly.
Or let you have the ability to either craft it or just find them on other people. Like, if there are camps that have been ravaged and just been taken over by robots, dead bodies are still going to be around, motherfucker. Let me find that.
Give me the fucking, what's the game called? Ghost Recon Wildlands thing of, you break into a base and you can find weaponry and equipment and upgrades and stuff. Yeah. Or you get it from the story, you get it from defeating big enemies. Don't fucking let me buy the best thing really early on because you guys don't have to manage your money system in fucking game. I've never ran out of any amount of money.
Oh god, no. And the simple fact that you can just find random pieces of jewelry laying around and all that type of shit and just sell it, the money is just no object in this.
It never even occurred to me that I might be running out of shit.
If you are honestly buying arrows and if you're buying resources and not crafting it, that just goes to show that you're either dying too much or you're not spending that much time actually looking around.
What it means is you've left the game on and gone out somewhere because you fucking suck.
Because honestly, if you genuinely just look around for 5 minutes, you'll find so much resources lying around, either from fighting the robots or just getting medicine. You'll find so much that you'll be able to just craft. Honestly, if you're buying stuff, if you buy anything besides weaponry, and I genuinely mean the actual weapons, not the ammunition, just the weapons, and obviously maybe some armor, then you're playing the game wrong. Simple as, because you can find everything to craft.
Really easily.
Very easily, just by simply even grinding some of the easier enemies that you need. Because some of the easier enemies will just give you all of your basic necessities, like arrows and stuff to create special arrows and traps and bombs and all that stuff. Honestly,
did you ever use the traps? I never used the traps.
The only time I've ever used the traps is if I think I was hunting, those sawtooths, the crocodiles, and the hunting traps, the hunting trials. They're the only two times I've generally used those wire traps.
This is the thing.
The actual planting traps that it has to be proximity mined. No, never used them.
You could have made every weapon like something in Zelda, like a puzzle solving tool, a way to get around as well as a weapon, or a weapon that's a whole lot more useful for specific scenarios. You just end up using the bow. It's the most efficient weapon.
Oh yeah.
You get that tripwire thing that you need to take on that enemy. As soon as I hit that enemy with it, I was like, great, never using this again. Fucking worthless.
Yeah.
Make the weapons situational. Make it so, the enemies are strong enough and important enough that I'm there sat on a tripwire setting traps all around it that I quickly have to lead it into. If I don't do it right, that enemy's gone. It so, I don't know, if an enemy's charging towards me, I shoot the right spot and it might divert away.
Or even if one of the bigger dinosaurs are charging at you, have a little bit of instead of doing the dodge roll, have the B button or something, or the whatever it is, the circle button come up. And you or if you just happen to dive or slide through a bigger robot and you can actually get underneath the legs, have where you can just put a mine under him. Or if you can dodge past it, you can put a thing on it or something else. So you can just interact, not just by shooting, you can actually interact physically with the machines. So you can put a proximity mine on the actual machine, and if you dodge away, you can detonate it, or after 2 seconds it'll go off, or use the tripwires to you got the machine to pin it, put it to the ground, pin it, put it to the ground, and it'll fall. Well, then why can't you just use the regular tripwires? If you dodge past it, wrap it around its legs or something. If you bring it down, pin it down first, let it go to the ground, goes to its legs, shoot underneath it, use the tripwire to wrap its legs around, so then it increases the time it's on the floor. So you can shoot it a little bit more.
there's so many just aggravating design decisions.
Allow
Like,
the weapons to be used more than in just one way.
why is it, right, that as soon as you activate the fucking stupid piece of shit little thing on your ear, why do you slow to a fucking crawl? Why can you then only walk a slow? Let me sprint around. Why is it when I'm a kid, apparently I'm the fattest, heaviest fucking child of all fucking time? That's something that just endlessly aggravated me throughout the whole time of playing. I was just, that whole section where you're a child, I was like, Jesus Christ, what kind of fat fucking child am I that I can't fucking walk properly? Like, every time you jump, apparently, like, you're wearing lead boots or some shit because you are so slow, so aggravating to control.
It's in it's Dragon Ball. You're just wearing weighted clothing.
Yeah, it's weighted fucking clothing.
That's all it is. That's what you're wearing as a child.
So, in conclusion, Horizon Zero Dawn fucking sucks. Guerrilla Games, play Zelda or something, and then make a fucking actual game series that translates well to when you're fucking actually playing it than watching it, you bunch of fucking chumps.
I've been told, I've not been told the ending, but I've definitely been told there's an open ending. There is the possibility of a second. So Guerrilla Games,
sequel. This is the Watch Dogs situation.
If you're watching this
great opportunity, learn.
If you're watching this video, Guerrilla Games, which I highly doubt you're not, but if you happen to do so, please take these comments please take the comments into consideration, because these are genuine points that, at least what I've been bringing up, are points that other people have told me as well, because it seems to be a common issue, at least with the individuals that I know personally, and it honestly can genuinely taking a game from either a shit game that needs to be reviewed, and it's such a game that had such hype around it, and it looked to be a fantastic game, like a 10 out of 10 game. It genuinely looked like it was going to bring something new to the table and something crazy to the table, and it just didn't. It looks nice, it plays shit. It needs reviewing, it needs taking care of, and it just needs changing, whether it be completely or just bits and pieces here and there with the free roaming, crafting, whatever it is. Just more interaction, it just needs to be punished more, and there's no need for a difficulty setting at all. The game should just progress naturally, which for some reason is just bizarre now to games nowadays, where a game can just progress. Instead of just choosing easy, medium, or hard, just let me play the game and let it progress naturally. The story doesn't make sense. Well, I don't know if the story makes sense, actually. That's the wrong point. The story doesn't make sense to the overall story to when I'm starting to play. Again, like, if everything is happening to this civilization, why are there massive foundations and cities? If this one little alien mechanical fucking Ben 10 kind of shit taking over the fucking machines, why is it only spread to individual locations and not like half the map or 3/4 of the map? It's supposed to be a hardcore mode.
Why are enemies fucking humans as opposed to robots? Why are humans enemies at fucking all? Cut that shit out. They are the worst fucking part of this fucking game.
Oh, the bandits.
Yeah, they do not need to be there. I don't give a shit. It does not make anything more tense. It doesn't make things more intriguing. I don't fucking care. You're just sidetracking me. Get the guy's sister out of it. It was just sidetracking me. I don't give a shit. I want to know about these robots. Stop fucking hindering me.
Like, take the bandits out and add an actual allied camp there. Like, because make it like a little checkpoint. Like, oh shit, that was a long journey. Because, like, from as soon as you leave and enter the desert world, enter that desert location, from there to get into the actual main city is a trek and a half. Yeah. And it's so dumb and it's so boring and it's so lifeless. That bandit camp halfway through, can you remember that there's like a mercenary guy who just loves killing people? Like, you meet him like halfway, like, to a bandit camp on the left-hand side. I remember it. And it's like, don't have him in it. Take him out. He's creepy as fuck and he has weird eyes and he has weird armor. Get him out. No one cares about him. Just make that camp an allied camp to kind of like bring something new. Bring something like a little camp that can talk to people like, hey, look, you have a situation, but I can't give a shit. What do you got for me? Just make the trek less daunting. A little checkpoint. It doesn't have to be like a massive city or anything. Just make it a little checkpoint that I'm like, right, so what can you give me? Can you give me some supplies? Or do I have to do a little side mission but you're going to give me some supplies at the end? What do you need? Right, cool, I can get back on my way. Just give me something interesting to look at and do with someone. Just make the human characters bearable, please. The next time you do it,
Don't fucking make them bearable. Take them fucking out.
if you're gonna have people in it, make them in camps. Don't have huge civilizations on it because it just ruins the whole aspect of the game. If we're in that much trouble, make people in trouble. If people are in trouble, make it so that I have to fucking rescue people every 4 seconds, or I encounter random strangers on the road when I'm traveling, or like fucking Fallout, with those like massive like mules that carry shit. Let me encounter them a little bit more. Maybe they want a job doing. Maybe something needs getting shit sorted. I'm the person to do it. Don't make me a special destined character. Make me an adventurer. Make me something that I want to be. I'm a hunter. Make me hunt. Let me go out into the wild and let me just get trophies. Let me just hunt all these beasts. Let me just fucking open my Pokedex and let me have a record of every machine I ever come across and how to defeat it. And if that's the case, as soon as I encounter a new machine, don't reveal all its weaknesses to me. Let me find out all the weaknesses to myself. Let me fire off a flame arrow and make me realize that flame arrows don't work. Let me shoot out a shock arrow and realize that if I hit a shock arrow on this particular point on the machine, I can kill it. Don't just reveal all its weaknesses and strength in one go. Let me figure that out as myself as an actual hunter would do. That's my point. Which I genuinely feel are genuine complaints about it. It's not just me ranting for no fucking reason.
I completely agree.
100%. Let me be a hunter, because as soon as a hunter encounters a deer, they don't have a fucking microchip in their head that says, right, this is all of the weaknesses of the deer. You shoot arrows, it dies. Let me figure that out myself. Let me realize certain arrows or certain bombs don't work on a certain machine. That's the whole point of being a hunter. On that note, I feel it's appropriate to end it here since we are just about to round up to an hour. We've got about 4 minutes left. But we literally killed 40 minutes of this episode solely on Horizon. So I'm definitely happy, and I hope you're happy, Corey, that we actually managed to uncover this.
Well, Horizon Zero yawn, right?
Pretty much.
Fucking fuck that game.
We've managed to get all of our points across. We're able to just even recommend some points. We've critically evaluated the situation and the game, even though it is still shit and there's unfortunately nothing we can do about it now. So, end it here. We will say thank you guys for listening, if you've managed to bear with us for this long at this moment in time. Yeah, thank you very much for watching, and we will hope to hear you again soon. If you want to follow what we do, Toolboxes on Twitch, Twitter, and Facebook. All of the links should be in the description. In addition to that, my good friend Corey here, aka the Condescending Bear, he's on Twitch and on Twitter as well. If you want to follow him, his links will be in the description also. And a recap of what we've talked about is also in the description as well. Still not too unsure about how often these are going out. Me and Corey aren't necessarily on at the same time, so it's just going to be a case of we're just recording as many episodes. Like, we're going to do an episode right after this one as well, just so we can honestly just get as much out as we can, because we're not on. We're all here and then everywhere, so it's a very uncommon situation that we're having right now where we're both on at the exact same time. So we'll try and get out these episodes probably every fortnight, hopefully. Starting to get back into a bit of a routine, especially with me when we're just back on off holiday and just trying to get shit sorted. So yeah, thank you very much for watching. I'm rambling on. Corey, you got any last words?
Horizon 0 out of 10, right?
0 out of 10. We will see y'all in the next
Was it
episode.
worth it all?
We'll see y'all in the next episode. See you in a bit, guys.